Breaking news. We've got breaking news straight from the heart of Patriots Nation, and things are heating up behind the scenes. But before we dive into the hot scoop, do me a quick favor if you believe the Pats have what it takes to make it to the next Super Bowl. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Seriously, this community is all about riding every high and low together, and you don't want to miss a thing. And hey, if you're truly confident, drop this in the comments. Go Pats, I believe. Let's see that Patriots pride light up the comment section. What if I told you the New England Patriots could quietly be constructing one of the most dangerous wide receiver cores in the AFC East, and it might not even be finished yet? Imagine this, 3 former Buffalo Bills wide receivers lining up for New England, catching passes from a rookie QB looking to shock the NFL in his first season. Sound crazy? Maybe. But Gabe Davis could be the final piece to make that vision a reality, and Patriots fans are already buzzing about it. What's more, it wouldn't even break the bank. That's not just speculation, it's based on real numbers and current roster moves that we're about to break down. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you might be asking yourself how this front office pulled off what could be the smartest wide receiver rebuild in recent team history. So here's the deal. Gabe Davis, yes. That Gabe Davis has been cut by the Jacksonville Jaguars just 1 year into a 3-year deal. No trade, no rumors, no warnings, just gone, according to Adam Schefter. The announcement came out of nowhere. The Jaguars, who signed him last offseason with hopes of a spark, instead got a sputter. But let's not get caught in the noise of one bad season. Davis, despite a lackluster 2024 plagued by both injury and inconsistent quarterback play from Trevor Lawrence, remains one of the most dangerous deep threats in the game. Let's be clear, Davis didn't suddenly forget how to play football. Jacksonville, as a team, underperformed. That context matters. Now let's rewind and look at Davis's time in Buffalo. This guy was never a WR1, but his numbers as a WR2 were consistent and dangerous: 45, 48, and 35 receptions over 3 seasons, with serious ability to stretch the field. Even in 2023, amidst a rough season, his PFF grade on passes of 20 yards was astronomical: 99.4, 96. 98, 98. Let that sink in. This isn't a washed-up veteran. Davis is 26, not 30, not even pushing it. He's entering his prime, and we all remember that 2021 AFC Divisional Playoff game against the Chiefs. 8 receptions, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns. He torched the playoff-caliber defense on the biggest stage. You can't coach that kind of impact. So why should Patriots fans care? Because this team has quietly assembled the cap space and opportunity to make a bold move. $67.60 million. That's not a typo. The Patriots currently sit with one of the largest salary cap cushions in the league, verified by both Spotrac and Over the Cap. And the best part, Gabe Davis won't cost a fortune. Coming off a disappointing season, he's not in line for a major payday. Think 3 years, $20 million tops. That's pocket change for New England right now. They already added Stefon Diggs. They already brought in Mac Hollins, both from Buffalo. Why not complete the trio, reuniting Davis with his former teammates and pairing them with Drake Maye, who is expected to be the future under center? Could unlock a vertical passing game this offense hasn't seen in years. And it wouldn't just be a flashy move, it would be strategic, targeted, calculated. Let's talk roster. The Patriots currently have 9 wide receivers. That sounds like a crowded room until you take a hard look at the names. Diggs is a lock. Kyle Williams, the 3rd-round pick, is a rising star with high upside. Pop Douglas, he's shown flashes. Mac Hollins, solid depth. Then you've got Keishan Boot, Kendrick Bourne, Yalen Polk, Javon Baker, and John Giles. That's your depth. That's your flexibility. But let's be honest, are we really sold on all of them? Someone has to go. And if you're asking who, the name Kendrick Bourne is flashing in red. He's 29, coming off injury. For drops last year, only 28 receptions. Gabe Davis, 26 years old, also coming off injury. Sure, but with more upside and a better track record. Both had similar 2024 production, but Davis, with his speed, age, and deep threat ability, offers something Bourne doesn't: potential, ceiling, longevity. If you're trying to help Drake Maye succeed in year 1, Gabe Davis could be the exact type of move that turns heads and stretches secondaries. In fact, there's already a proposed move on the table. Drafting Craig Woodson at safety opens the door to release Yalen Hawkins and Bourne. Package them for a 4th-round pick, and boom, you've freed up space, added draft capital, and cleared a path to sign Davis. That's how you rebuild without panicking. That's how you reload, not rebuild. That's how you flip the narrative in a division that's finally wide open. But we're not stopping there. while the offense gets retooled. Don't sleep on what the Patriots are doing on the defensive side of the ball. In the 5th round, they may have just pulled off the steal of the draft. Braden Swinson, edge rusher out of LSU. Let's be clear, this kid was not supposed to be on the board at 146. He was projected as a 3rd-round pick and fell a staggering 78 slots. Why, no one knows, but New England was smart enough to grab him, and the numbers back the hype. 6'3", 255 pounds. In 2024, Swinson tallied 59 tackles, 13 for loss, 8.5 sacks, and a jaw-dropping 60 pressures. That's not just good, that's elite, and those numbers are trending up each year. He's improved. In 2022 at Oregon, 10 pressures. In 2023 at LSU, 20 pressures. And in 2024, a whopping 60. This isn't just a one-season wonder. This is a player ascending at the right time. His pass rush grade on PFF, 90.3. That's first-round territory. His edge coach at LSU called him intelligent, adaptable, and relentless. This is a guy who doesn't just chase sacks, he studies quarterbacks. He adjusts mid-game. He plays sec football at the highest level and shines under pressure. And now, he's coming into a Patriots team that desperately needed help on the edge after finishing dead last in sacks in 2024. But will he start? That's the big question right now. He joins a room with Anthony Jennings, Keon White, and newly signed Harold Landry, who, don't forget, is reunited with Mike Vrabel. Swinson may not be thrown into the fire immediately, but make no mistake, he'll be in the rotation. He's got all the tools, and under Vrabel's mentorship, the ceiling's through the roof. So here we are, to major storylines. Gabe Davis should the Patriots sign him, and Braden Swinson, is he the future on defense? Both moves could define what this team looks like heading into 2025 and beyond. But I want to hear from you seriously. If you had to choose, would you make room for Gabe Davis? Would you trust Braden Swinson to anchor this pass rush in a league stacked with elite quarterbacks? Let me know what you think in the comments. Or maybe the better question is, how badly do Patriots fans want to shake off the dust from the past few seasons and finally build something electric on both sides of the ball? Let's bring this back to Drake Maye for a second. The Patriots didn't draft him to sit back and hand off the ball all game. This is a franchise that's used to elite quarterback play. And while we all know the Tom Brady era is done, the demand for dynamic, exciting quarterback performance hasn't gone anywhere. So if you're building around your rookie QB, especially one as highly touted as Maye, you have to give him weapons. Not one, not two, a room full of options. Gabe Davis wouldn't just be a weapon, he'd be a catalyst. He opens the field vertically, forcing safeties to back off. That's how you create lanes for underneath guys like Pop Douglas and Kyle Williams. That's how you give Diggs space to work in the intermediate routes. And that's how you give Maye a fighting chance to succeed in his first year. And don't ignore the psychological edge either. Bringing in Davis, a player who shredded NFL defenses in the playoffs, sends a message to the locker room. We're done playing small ball. We're here to stretch the field, take shots, and win games our